Here's the Collins 32S-1 number 2. I just got in from eBay, so I've been working on trying to figure out why the 20 meters exciter level and no grid level was low, and so I was diddling around with the capacitors here on the slug rack, and the driver part wasn't tuning up real well. I thought, what the hell is wrong with that? And so sure enough, when you examine these slugs, the previous owner had this one way down. I'm not sure why, but it's not going to work like that. So just like a Drake, you got to get these guys all level. So you can tell that one's not level, so that one's got to come up a bit, and then we'll see how things work out, right? So that one, we're going to raise it up a bit and then see what happens. So the way I level these, I just put them down at the bottom and then just look for a little bit sticking over. So that one needs to come up a little more. And then you take a look and see, does it look level? Maybe it's come up a little more. And that's how I do it. I don't try and outsmart the builders like Collins or Drake. I just do what they say. Well, actually, Collins doesn't tell you how to do this at all, but Drake does. So we'll listen to Bob Drake. I guess Art Collins figures out you're not stupid enough to change these around. But people will do whatever they're going to do. Okay, that one's fine. This thing's filthy, isn't it? How about that one? Really can't see it so well with the camera. That one looks a little low, so let's bring that one up a little bit. Okay, now it's slightly above. This damn Apple phone's a pile of junk. There it goes. Slightly above. Still got to come up a little bit. Okay, slightly above, slightly above, slightly above. Yeah. That's the ticket, right? How about this last one here? Whoa, look at that when it's all screwed up. We're talking slightly above. So no wonder this radio was all effed up. Trying to tune the filthy thing. All right, those look reasonable now. And now it's out of tune because I've mucked with all these slugs. So now we gotta start over and tune 80 meters. So let's do power up. 80 meter band. It's fun getting this stuff from eBay because people just donk around with it and goof it all up. But I'm no Drake expert, really. Who am I beating my chest? I'm not the Drake expert. I'm sorry that, see what I mean? I can't even pronounce it. I'm not the Collins expert. Probably never will be. All right, so I'm going to start at this end and go up. Does that make sense? Crystal end to driver end. And let's start there. Okay, so we're on 80 meters now. There's 80. Oh yeah, and I don't have a right connector, so I've been coupling this thing into a dummy load, just using pressure. because I don't have any connectors. So I've just been kind of pushing these together, which is really stupid, right? But when you have nothing, I don't have any RCA jacks okay, let's see if that'll work. I just want to get a little bit of power out of it, that's all. All right, so now we're gonna go to operate here, tune. We're on tune. Okay, I got some stuff out of 80. I got power coming out, that's working. Let's do some tuning here, get this thing tuned up. There's a nice max right there. Get this tuned up for power. For a dip, actually, there's a small dip on the plate right there. Okay, so I just don't want to burn the tubes up, so I'm just gonna keep the plate current real low, and I'm gonna tune for best plate current. That's all I do here. Probably not by the Collins book, but hey, Collins is all dead. I'm just kind of hanging in here doing that right. Okay, 3.8 is right down here. And I think the crystal end, these don't really do a whole lot, but Art put them there, so we're gonna turn them. Yeah, that one, no effect really. Okay, the next 3.8 is right here. Intermediate stage. Let's see what that'll do. Okay, well that's at least tweaking. Okay, and this next one here. .8. That made a hell of a difference, didn't it? All right, back it down. I think I lost my power. Yeah, look at that damn thing. So this is so hacked that I keep screwing this up. Come on. Be happy and work. Not even sure why that's moving around. Okay, got some power coming out. I still want to see some watts on my little meter here. I can't make these things mate right. Come on, there it goes. Jeez. I had this working all fine. Well, I'm gonna ignore it. I don't care. The finals won't burn out with a little bit of current here. We're going nowhere. They better not. All right, so that worked out pretty well. Let's do the last 3.8, which is way in here. Get that thing peaked up. This coil was way off in the driver, so a little bit of a peak there, not much. And then we'll go through these again. I don't think this one works really or cares with the crystals. Nope, nothing there. Okay, this next one here. Oh yeah, and I should probably just tweak this thing to get it peaked up too. Because we're changing, yeah, see that? Since we're changing things all around, you kind of want to start over with it, so let's try that. Anyway, that's how I've done this in the past with Drakes and with these, well, this radio too. Okay, that still isn't doing much. Let's try this 3.8 here in the middle. Right there. Okay, that's found happiness. It's peaked. This one here. Okay. Can I get any grid yet? No. Okay. best way might be to pull the finals. I don't know. Okay, so 3.8 right here. This one's on the driver. Okay, well, it's mellow. It's not doing much, but that's fine. Okay, gonna move on to 40 meters now and see how that works out. 20 in this thing was a real bug of a band. Actually, let's see, let's go to 40 real quick. Middle of the band, roughly. Okay, there's 40 meters, 40 meters, 40 meters. Let's see what that does. A little bit of power coming out. Not that I have an antenna on here, but I'm just peeking it anyway. Okay, come on. All right, there is a little bit of current, not much, because I don't want to blow the finals up. And now we're going to do 40 meters, 7.0, starting at the crystal end of it here. Let's see what we can do there. Nothing really there. And I wonder if that slug there needs to be adjusted. Maybe that's the one I should tweak with. I don't know. All right, this one. That's a huge improvement. Power down. Take the mic gain down to compensate for that extra power. Okay, 40 meters here. Let's see what this will do. Give it more gain here. I'll be curious how 20 meters works out, because that's the one that's really weak. Well, that made a good little pop there too. That made a nice little pop. All right, last one for 7. And these aren't marked well. I think it's the middle one, but I'm not sure if this radio is the same as the other radio I have. Let's see. So that one is saying 3.8 there. I can't see the legend on there, so let's see what this radio says. So 7.0 on this one is where it is. Well, I'm just going to look in here and see. 7.0 is 21.14.7. It's a lower one. It is the first one. So 7 is right here. It's this one here. If these are identical radios, let's see here. Yep. Wow, 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 wow. That made a big difference too. It seems like the thing needs neutralized though. So the driver needs neutralized, I bet. So there we go. So now I'm just going to pop through them again real quick. Oh, I'm going to peek this too and see what I can do here, because that'll make a difference. Okay, no, it's pretty good. So now let's pop down through these again. I'm going to ignore the crystal and just go here. See what we can do. Peaked. Next one here. Peaked. Now, which one was 7? Is it the lower one? I don't remember. Let's see what happens when you get older. Okay, so 7 was what? It's the lower one, so it goes 7, 14, 21. How can I remember that? 7, 14, 21. Okay, we're done with 7. 20 meter time. 20 meters, 20 meters. There we go, 20 meters. Take that. Power up, look for a peak. Nothing. No peak. Of course, 20 was pretty sick, so. More gain, no peak. Okay, why no peak? Because 20's way off. And I'm not gonna get a peak anywhere because 20 was real sick. If that's the case, I think what I'm gonna do is just, the book says to crank these, I don't know, halfway or something. Here's 20. Crank it like there. Okay, let's see if we can just get something out of it. And what about this one? 7, 14, 21. 7, 14, is that how it goes? Seven, 14, 21. Yep, 7, 14, 21. It's in the middle. Seven, 14, 21. All right, let's see if we can get any kind of action now. Get anything out of it. Actually, when it gets flaky like this, you can actually use a receiver to do it too. To peak it up. All right, here we go. 20 again. Transmitting, mic gain, and nothing, hey? Nothing at all. Let's go here. Oh, there's something. That helped a little bit. So we got a little bit of plate current coming through, which is all we need to get this thing peaked up. Okay, we're right smack on 20. It's looking like it's a little low there though, on the dial anyway. All right, well, given we have what we have, I'm just gonna peek one of these starting down here at the crystal and see what we get. Crystal doesn't do much, but let's see. Okay, that was on the money, wasn't it? To this one. And that one's dead to the world. It should make a big change. Doesn't do crap. That's suspicious. Okay, this one. That's pretty dead to the world too. And this one, let's see, 7, 14, 21. Okay, so that's, seems like this is low. So just from intuition, I'm gonna take this up to here and try and see if I can tweak it a bit. Give it more drive if I can. I got all the drive I can give it. So yeah, this thing has problems on 20, that's for sure. The fact that doesn't do anything is really disturbing. Either the slug is whacked, yeah, no one's really working here. So I'm not getting any drive on 20 hardly at all. What if I go down to here? Same, pretty much. All right, so I'm thinking Yeah, something's really whacked on 20 band switch or something, or else the fact that I can't do anything is pretty bad. Okay, 714. Okay, that's not gonna go. Yeah, I really can't find resonance. So if you look at these things, the position of them, are they at max capacitance or min? Let's see, that one's straight, almost straight. This one, it doesn't matter. So these, it seems, are at their tolerance edge. And this one is at its edge. So that tells me the coils might need a tweak. So the level setting didn't work too well, did it? So I'm just gonna tweak one of these and see what we can do. And then we'll try to get the rest of the bands to match the 20, right? Well, that's making a difference right there. Bringing that coil up. A little more drive. Let's try the capacitor now on 20. At any rate, that made a positive difference. What about this one? Up, no. Down, no. Go up a bit, and then we'll try and tweak 20. So I'm definitely, I don't know. Or else the capacitors are whacked, I'm not sure. But I've definitely screwed up the coils now. Okay, what about the driver? Well, there's two coils here. Driver plate. Not much change there. I'm gonna tweak the coil now. Going down. Okay, that's going up by tweaking it down. This one he had tweaked down, didn't he? A good bit. And with good reason, right? That's what makes it go. So, I guess making these coils level hasn't been so good, has it? All right, that one's been tweaked a bit. Back to tune mode here. Okay, now we're at least on the map a little bit. And let's see if we can keep going here. No change there. No change there. So you want to get the other bands to kind of compensate, right? So 20 in this thing seems whacked. Nope, no change there. What if I spin it down a ways? Oh, going down. That's as good as that one gets. And the crystal one, let's see what this will do. You would think this one would really jump it. Nope. All right, well, at the risk of wearing things out, let's just try to tune these again, and 20 could be a failure, huh? Gotta debug that. So that could be why the radio got abandoned. 20 meters doesn't work, that's a big problem. So yeah, something's bad here. I'm gonna set all these back to level, I think, and just not worry about it, because I think there's something else wrong. Set all the slugs back to level. Yeah, there's something else wrong here, I think, with 20. Low output on the crystal or something, I don't know. Anyway, wasting time here, yours and mine, right? All right, I'm gonna level set these again and call it a day. Okay, big long video and not much success. Thanks for watching.